In this video, I'm going to go over ACT math problems that deal with polynomial division. So this one reads, one solution of the equation x to the third power minus 6x squared minus x plus 30 is x equals 3. Which of the following describes the other solutions? So when they give us one of the solutions, x equals 3, we can do polynomial division or synthetic division to find out the other solutions. So first I'm going to show you how to do it with polynomial division. Okay, so when we have x equals 3, that means a factor is x minus 3. So one of the factors of it is x minus 3. So if I set x minus 3 here, in our original equation, x to the third power minus 6x squared minus x plus 30. Alright, so to get an x to the third, I need to multiply by x squared. So x squared times x is x to the third power. And x squared times negative 3 is negative 3x squared. Alright, so we're just doing long division. So we subtract x to the third minus x to the third is 0. Negative 6x squared minus a negative 3x squared gives you negative 3x squared. Alright, then bring down the next one. Okay, to get a negative 3x squared, I need to multiply x by negative 3x. So negative 3x times x is negative 3x squared. And negative 3x times negative 3 gives me positive 9x. Again, subtract, this gives me 0. This is going to be negative 10x. Then bring down the 30. Now I get negative 10x, I need to multiply x by negative 10. So negative 10 times x is negative 10x. And negative 10 times negative 3 is positive 30. Alright, subtract those and it gives me a remainder of 0. Okay, so once we basically factored out the x minus 3 from the equation, so we're left with x squared minus 3x minus 10. And we can set that equal to 0 to find the other solutions. But before I do that, I want to show you how to do this using synthetic division. Synthetic division, we want to put our solution that we know, the 3, on the outside here. Then the coefficients of our equation. So we got 1x to the third power, so 1. Negative 6x squared, so negative 6. Negative 1x, so negative 1. And a constant of 30. I'm going to bring down this first number, our 1. I multiply this 1 by our 3 that we have on the outside. So 1 times 3 is 3. This can go here. And then I'm going to add negative 6 plus 3 is negative 3. Again, I multiply the negative 3 times what we have on the outside, 3. 3 times negative 3 is negative 9. Then I'm going to add negative 1 plus a negative 9 is negative 10. And then multiply 3 times negative 10, give me negative 30. And I'm going to add 30 plus negative 30 and give you 0. Okay, so this is our coefficient of the x squared, coefficient of the x, and our constant. Okay, so again we get our 1x squared minus 3x minus 10 equals 0. So from there we can factor. I'll set up my two parentheses. So I need two numbers that multiply to give me the negative 10 and add up to negative 3. So our choices can be 1 and 10, that doesn't add to 3, or 2 and 5. Okay, so 2 and 5 can get a 3 out of there. So I'll put my x's here for my x squared. And I'm going to need 2 and 5. Now I need to add up to negative 3, so the 5 needs to be negative and the 2 positive. Because negative 5 plus 2 gives me negative 3. Okay, so set each of these equal to 0. and then solve for x. So subtract 2, x equals -2, and add 5, and then x equals +5. Okay, so our other solutions are -2 and +5. So our answer choice, and both of these are real numbers. They don't have any kind of imaginary numbers attached to them. They're not complex. So our answer choice B is the correct one. One is a negative real number and the other is a positive real number. So this problem reads, one solution of the equation 3x to the third plus 2x squared minus 3x plus 10 is x equals -2. Which of the following describes the other solutions? So when they give us a solution of x equals -2, that means x plus 2 is a factor of that equation. So I can do either polynomial division or synthetic division to factor it out. Okay, so I'm going to do synthetic division since that seems to be a little bit easier. So I put the -2 out front there. Then our coefficients, 3, +2, -3, +10. Then I'll bring down our first number 3. I multiply that by the -2 to give me -6. Then I add this column together. 2 plus the -6 is -4. -2 times -4 is +8. -3 plus 8 is 5. And the -2 times 5 is -10. 10 plus a -10, or 10 minus 10 is 0. Okay, so again, that's our x squared coefficient, x coefficient, our constant. So that gives us 3x squared minus 4x plus 5. Okay, so first you try to factor this. I've got 3 times 5 is 15. So we need two numbers that multiply to give us 15 and add up to -4. So 1 and 15, 3 and 5, none of those can add up to -4. So if you can't factor it, you have to use the quadratic formula. So that's going to be negative, so this is, A, B, and C. So we get -b, so -4 is +4, plus or minus -4 squared, or 16, minus 4 times 3 times 5 over 2 times 3. So if I look at what's inside the square root sign, I'm going to have 16 minus 60, and then the rest. Now inside here, 16 minus 60 is -44. So if I have a negative number inside the radical, that means I'm going to have imaginary numbers, complex numbers, okay, numbers that are not real. Alright, so that means our answer choice is going to be E. Both of our solutions are going to be not real. Okay, so if I had -44, the square root of -44, that's going to be 4 times 11 times -1. Okay, so the 4 can come out as 2, the -1 can come out as I, and then we have the square root of 11. Okay, so that's going to be a complex root. So in this case, both solutions will be complex numbers that are not real.